as we welcome you into Court 2 at Parkville. It is the AMNA Championships live from the State Netball and Hockey Centre. Michael Van Dorsen, Will Dredge with you in commentary. Will,
hello.
We are excited to see the ACT versus New South Wales Men's Open Championship as the Viking clap goes around the stadium.
Yeah, lots of noise in here. So
Can I be honest with you? That is one of the best things that I've experienced all day.
yeah, look, it's amazing that the Griff family are all here together for that. So, it's a good little start to our games, I reckon.
Oh, I think that's a great idea. Obviously, something that is really good to see.
Yeah.
As we're looking forward to this one, both sides coming in off, well, I suppose mixed results to start their campaign. What are have you got the starting sevens for us?
I do. So we'll start off with New South Wales in goal shooter Stephen Bryce, in goal attack Nathan Germack, in wing attack Liam Forcadilla, centre Zach Mobilia, wing defence Jack Vanderveld, goal defence is Marty Blundell, and goalkeeper Victor Nikolic. The bench is Anton Stahisi, Dylan Exip, Eugene Lee, Jason Welmer and Joe Miller. And for ACT, the goal shooter for ACT is Lane Bradford. Goal attack, Denzel Costa. Wing attack is Nicholas Hampton. In centre, Nathan Hosey. In wing defence, Jordan In goal defence, Nathan Mazengarb. And goalkeeper is Chris Gagala. And the bench, Archie Webb, Fergus Gray, Lockie Parlow, Liam Platt and Thomas Hopkins. So we are underway. And ACT have already got their first goal as New South Wales are looking to get on the board as well. A nice pass there into Stephen Bryce, and he'll score that one. So one apiece with only a minute and 30 down. So Hosey into Hampton. Passes over to Mazengarb. Hampton. A bit of depth there for Nathan Hosey, but he has gone offside, so Nikolic will take that as New South Wales transition down court.
That they do through Blundell. Great off-the-shoulder pass there for Fortasilla. Great work there by Bryce. Oh,
yeah,
opportunity there.
Close one there with Mays. So Mays is a basketball player as well, so he's quite used to the defensive work. So Forcadilla will take that centre pass. Mobilia.
Forcadilla doing some great work in the wing attack there, trying to reset the play.
Yeah, so ACT just disrupting their flow. So nice pass over to Liam Forcadilla. Germack will take a shot at goal. Unable to convert that one, and somehow Zach Mobilia ends up with it. Bryce will take a shot at goal, and he scores. So currently 3-1 to New South Wales. ACT with the centre pass. Into Denzel Costa. Over to Mays, going backwards to go forwards. And it's good pressure here from Germack there on in defence.
Oh, great roll off the back too.
Yeah, picked up there by Nikolic. In through to Mobilia.
Oh, leap there.
Germack with the pass. Receive. So we're already seeing the theatrics of New South Wales early on.
Fast start from New South Wales. You mentioned they've both played one game each at this point in time. And as Germack gets that one to go, he finished with 5 from 6 when they defeated WA 73-39 yesterday, while South Australia got the better of the ACT as Bradford will get his first goal on the board.
Yeah, so it was a tough match to watch with ACT and the South Australians. So I just don't feel like ACT got out of that third gear, or out of that gear as opposed to get them going. I felt like that was probably one of the games that they most underperformed in. But I reckon that they probably needed something like that. And Coach Kim Simons would have given them a bit of a revving afterwards. So let's see how they go today against New South Wales. And New South Wales is a very strong team. So we do play New South Wales in the Marco Cup. We have our 17s, our men's open, and our mixed team versing New South Wales team. So yeah, we've had a bit of a match play with them already. So we'll see how we go today.
That was well done by Nikolic. You got a touch on that one, but well read by Costa to put that one up and in. 3-6 the score line. New South Wales, though, going into attack. Bryce trying to work the way through. Erg with the nice work after the tip from Mazengreb.
Yeah, so Maze does a good job there. And he'll follow that up, and it'll help with the attack line as well. So he'll be happy with that.
Costa.
Over to Costa.
Working the way through. Hosey on the circle edge. Probably the opportunity for Costa, but that was offside call. Again, another tip there from Nikolic.
Yeah, and that will be ACT ball. So Lane Bradford unable to keep that one in.
New South Wales ball.
Yeah, so Vanderveld into Mobilia.
Gee, the crispness of passing has just been unbelievable.
Absolutely, and what you'd see is there are a lot of representative players here. Even Mobilia moving from Victoria to New South Wales this year. He's an Australian under-20s player, so they are very well conditioned and very good players. That they definitely earned their spots on the Australian team. So. And that's also the same for ACT as well. Liam Platt, who's currently on the bench at the moment, he is an Australian under-20s representative. And Denzel Costa has been selected as well for the Australian under-23s. So he's doing a good... there's plenty of talent on court, so it should be a good match.
On court and also on the bench too. Like on the players, bench, you sit there and... You just sit there and go, wow, how are they on the bench to start off with? Dylan Exit was one that comes to mind straight up. So
yeah, so what a luxury Moira Gaha would have in her team, stars throughout the team. So lots of depth and lots of opportunities there.
So New South Wales, Blundell, Fokadilla, Mobilia works in there nicely with Gurmak. But great intercept there, Hosey.
Yes, ACT has turned over that ball.
End-to-end sort of stuff at the moment, but...
Yeah.
Both sides trying to sort each other out.
Yeah, but New South Wales has snuck out to a 4-goal lead, so ACT will want to stem that flow. Gurmak will stand out of play.
Obstruction here.
And Vanderveld gets a tip around.
So ball over the top. Works his way through to Hosey. Hosey looks to Costa. Costa from mid-range. Gets it rimmed out. That is a huge rebound for Nikolic.
Yeah, so Blundell will end up with that one as probably a start for him. As Nikolic looks to try and get that ball out of that third. Nicholas Hampton will stand out of play. And Costa, nice intercept there. Very timely.
Works with Hampton. Hampton again. And they find a way into the circle. No, they can't. They've got to come back to the transverse line. Hampton followed up his work. Tap, replay ball call. Yeah.
So New South Wales will want to transition this down court. Liam Fokadilla coming up pretty high. But he's put the burners on.
Conversation's already at the bench too with the Griffins having a bit of a chat there, Coach Simmons.
Yeah, so Kim Simons is just having a chat with Liam Platt at the moment. It looks like Liam may take the court at some stage. So just giving him instruction just so that way when he's injected into the game, he's got every chance of success. Mobilia's
pass there to Gurmak was just unbelievable. Quick and sharp.
Yeah, so Zach Mobilia is well his netball sense and his skills is well above his years. He played for Fast Five last year for the Australian team, so he's
No goal.
So no goal. And we have a contact.
A contact call on Bradford. So it was a no goal there for ACT.
Yeah, so it looks like the change has been made. Lane Bradford will be coming off and Liam Platt will enter the court.
And so you make that change as we speak, and that's worked out nicely for Bryce. So
Stephen Bryce will get that shot.
Bradford hit 6 from 7 yesterday against SA. Platt 6 from 9. Denzel Costa 22 from 24, the main scorer.
Yeah, so Denzel did a lot of the damage there in terms of scoring. So he was definitely the dominant shooter in that game against South Australia. So I'll be quite interested to see if he can back up against New South Wales.
Mason Grab with a great opportunity then. Got a nice little tip as a contact call against Focadilla. Posey now working in with Hampton, Costa, and they find it through to Platt. Hosey finds Costa again. Costa from mid range. Can they get a work through? Good work though by Costa to get the result, and he got that one to go.
So this is pretty good netball. I mean, Nikolic almost tapped that one out from going into the ring. So he's got some height. He's got the jumps. Liam under a lot of pressure there from Nikolic.
Tell the way Nikolic plays when you sit there, he's got a mouth guard coming out of his mouth at the moment.
He means business.
He definitely means business. Instruction. So Platt will get a look at his first, and he'll make that as he steps in nicely.
Yeah, it's a nice shot there from Liam.
So Focadilla goes deep, and that is a good ball across to Bryce.
Yeah, nice work there. Nice pass into Bryce.
He himself 21 from 24 against WA.
Yeah, I suspect that he will be a dominant shooter for the New South Wales team, and Nikolic just blocks that pass. New South Wales will transition down court. Blundell, Vanderveld, a big long pass there into Focadilla and into Bryce. And that's how quickly they can score.
That was phenomenal. Gogala, seriously, with the one, did he lose a shoe or did he find one? Because he's got two different colours out there.
Yeah.
Orange and blue.
Yeah. He'd probably say the yellow and blue for the Griffins. But it looks orange from where I'm standing.
That's right, I'm glad that's the case.
Yep.
I'm glad I called it okay then.
Yeah, so just going backwards just to wait for something to open up.
How about that pass?
Good pass from Nick Hampton into Liam Platt, and he'll finish that one off. Well done, ACT.
Great work, great pass. It was a two-handed just bullet from Hampton.
Yeah, straight through the mess.
As Bryce again gets it to go. 14-6. Gee, this first quarter's gone quick.
Oh, it has. With only 2 minutes and 45 seconds remaining. So we've got a contact call here from Vanderveld.
So we'll just take the time just to pull it off a little bit. Platt comes out to get it. Hosey, circle edge. Contact call in the circle.
Yeah, I tell you what, there's going to be some sore bodies tomorrow.
As the ball ricochets off shins.
Yeah.
Platt gets that one to go.
So New South Wales, Zach Mobilia with the centre pass. Into Vanderveld. Into Germack. Liam Focadilla. Nice pass over to Mobilia. And just waits for something to open up, and Stephen does. Stephen Bryce. So Mays will stand out of play for obstruction. And ACT there with the centre pass.
Costa
just
tells his wing attack to come at him, but Hampton's sat at home. Oh, and that's off hands. As we're going to hear the whistles go.
Yeah, we'll stop time just as we retrieve the ball. Brodie Roberts on the other court, also doing ball collection duties.
Thank you. Appreciate it.
Yep.
The rotate of the ball.
Yep. So it must be quite slippery and...
Doesn't surprise me one little bit.
No. And literally, I probably would blame every single bad pass I had on this
great
slippery ball.
Great work there by
So
Masgreb.
Yeah, Mays has done a good job attacking the ball, and I think that's what ACT need to do. They can't be standing on Stephen Bryce. They need to attack that ball. So
New South Wales go again. Masgreb was able to get that one this time.
So vision was up for Mays, and he was able to get a tip on that and collect that. So Nathan Masengard will be quite happy with that.
He admonished himself earlier, but that was really well read there by Mobilia. Focadilla, circle edge, and Germack will get another opportunity.
Yeah, so unfortunately, they haven't been able to reward Mays' great defensive efforts there, the ACT groups.
Costa,
A heavy fall.
As we look for some...
And a bit of sweat as well, and Kim Simon gets up with the towel. I can't imagine...
We're trying to work out some cleaning prowess.
So I think the coach and team manager aren't able to take the court, so it has to be up to a player to do that.
That's interesting. Interesting decision.
Yeah. And look, it might just be a little bit easier if one of the team managers quickly ran on and wiped it up. So
I would have thought so too. You just quickly get out there, wipe it up, then you get off. That's the way it should be. As Platt works this nicely for himself, but then working out to Hosey.
Yeah.
Circle, all this happening circle edge. Great work, Costa. Great work, Nikolic, although it's been contact called. 16 seconds left.
So Denzel there getting that last goal for ACT. New South Wales with that centre pass. And it's been tipped out. But it will be time up. So that's quarter one done for the game New South Wales versus ACT Open Men's teams. What have you found?
The Get Active Victoria app is an easy way to step into everyday activity with videos on yoga, dance, low impact and more. Set your own goals and track your progress. Download today.
Sally is your local netball administrator. She receives daily messages from her umpires on her phone and Facebook. Mary just messaged, and Craig, Sam and Jane. Struggling with managing umpire rosters like Sally? The Time Umpire software allows you to take.com.au.
Hi, I'm Paul, General Manager at Strapdoor. Here at Strapdoor, we're committed to providing high quality sports tapes that keep up with the demands of athletes around Australia without breaking the bank. Every roll of tape we produce meets stringent quality standards, ensuring all athletes can perform at their best with reliable support and peak flexibility. And because we believe in the value of our products, we're offering an exclusive 30% discount offer for sporting clubs. It's the perfect time to experience the difference Strapdoor can make. Follow us on our socials for the latest offers and updates. We're here to support all athletes and clubs' journeys. Join our community and elevate your game.
As we welcome you back to Court 2 here at the State Netball and Hockey Centre in Melbourne at Parkville. We are on Court 2, as I said, and it is New South Wales 17, ACT 8. Michael Van Dorsa, Will Dredge with you in commentary. And Will, this has been a frenetic game to start this off.
Yeah, it has. And New South Wales have done a good job with an 9-goal lead against the ACT. So... and they've just turned that ball over as well. So they've really just come back onto the court and just got straight back into it. So Germack there, not happy with that. He'll pass out to Stephen Bryce. And he'll finish off. I don't think we've had any changes on court. I'm just having a look.
I was going to say, it doesn't look that way
it looks
for either side.
Yeah, it looks like Coach Moira from New South Wales is quite happy with what she's got on court at the moment, and Kim Simons, the coach for ACT, is the same. So no changes. Let's see how they settle in. So just a contact call there on Chris Kagala. So Germack will have a crack at it. No, he'll pass off. And why not?
You got Bryce that's sitting there, and he's how many goals has he scored?
So far he's got 6 to his name, but I'm not too sure if this has been updated just as yet.
There's 3-second call of held ball.
I'm pretty sure he's had more than 6. So I think the app is just telling you fibs right now.
Probably just a refresh or something. Yeah. I think it might be the case. An out and in situation as they work this one out. ACT trying to work their way through.
There we go.
Sorry, I'm not trying to tell you how to do your job, mate.
Bryce is the leading scorer at the moment. He has got 15 goals.
Out of the 19.
Out of 19. So Nathan Germack is sitting on 4 at the moment. Liam Platt has got an equal share. Well, if he gets this one, it'll be an equal share. Yeah, equal share with Denzel Costa. So a good shooting load there between the two ACT shooters.
They're doing a really good job, and I think that change has paid dividends for the ACT that was done early with Blaine Bradford coming off.
Yeah, Liam Platt offers something very different. He can be quite a moving shooter as well, and he's pretty accurate to post, and that's probably why he does often get selected in that Australian representative environment. So he's a very smart player, and it would be the reason why Kim Simons has put him onto the court.
So, ball is going back into the middle of the goal circle. Mabilia finds Bryce.
Yeah, so a nice pass over the mess. And Bryce with a nice hold there. So, Hosey will get us started for ACT. Jordan Hosey. Costa. Just unable to keep that one in.
Like you mentioned it a few times over the mess, so there's a fair amount of mess that's out there at the moment with all the hands going everywhere. So
yeah, but you know what? Apart from that pass just there, but New South Wales are very good at the drive and the flat passes. They use their speed and accuracy with their passes, and as you'll see here, they'll keep moving around. So
Flocadilla on circle edge, Germack with a nice little base cut.
So Mays there just with a little block.
That was a very good block. He got up nice and high. And then he's forced them to go back to the transverse line. Vanderveld, Marabilla, Focadilla. Can they find another opportunity here? No, they won't be able to, as Germack will come in and should get that one to drop.
Yeah, so Mays had a good game last night, but they moved him into goalkeeper towards the end of that game against South Australia. And I feel like he's more suited to a goal defence. He likes to move. And I feel like maybe the goalkeeper position that he was playing last night just isn't, I don't know, his style as such. So he seems to be having a good game so far against New South Wales.
They need to do something about Bryce, though, because it's not really working for them at the moment.
Yeah, so the work needs to be done outside the circle. So as soon as the feeders are getting to circle edge there, or the shooter-to-shooter connection, it's too easy into Bryce. So the work has to be done outside the circle. So and Hosey on that circle edge will need to try and find as much opportunity as they can.
Nikolic with a nice little intercept in that respect.
Yeah, and well
ends
rewarded.
Up in a goal. There's Vanderveld.
And a nice hold there from Stephen Bryce.
As Bryce gets that to go.
Yeah, so the score has blown out just a little bit here. 15 goals with 10 minutes left in the second quarter.
Yep.
I'm just trying to think whereabouts we were because
we've been doing too many games, haven't we?
Absolutely, and I also feel like this game is going very quickly.
So Hosey will bring this one back into play. Can they find a way over the top? Costa can't get there. That was really well done. Nikolic again with a nice little tip.
Yeah, and probably not the right pass choice there from Hampton.
We're going to see a change for the Griffins as Masgreb can't do anything about that one for Bryce.
So, yeah, Mays and Garb will take a seat on the bench, and Archie Webb is about to enter the court.
So New South Wales trying to work their way through. Focadilla holding on to it for a very long time.
Yeah, ACT doing a good job just holding up the New South Wales attack line. And they finally release that pressure with Stephen Bryce. God, he's been good at the post.
Mason Grove comes off. A change is made.
So that is a held ball there. ACT won't be happy with that, with losing that opportunity. The New South Wales, they'll want to convert this one.
Germack gets in front. Bit of a tip there from Webb. Bryce can't get it to go, but he has enough iron on it. Again, can't get it to go. He gets that to go this time.
New South Wales there with a centre pass as another ball from the other court enters. So on the other court, we've got Victoria versus Western Australia. So another hot match there.
Germack back to Focadilla.
So Gongala just with the contact. Germack will have a shot at... Nope. He'll pass that one off to Bryce.
Oh, it's Gogadilla. Dollard couldn't quite get that to go. To try trap in that regard as Germack comes off. And Eugene Lee into the game at goal attack.
So Hampton there with the ball. Swings over to Hosey and a nice pass there into Costa. Just need to finish this one off and ACT will be very happy with that. Hosey takes a break as Tommy Hopkins enters the court in that centre bid. It's Mobilia and Bryce. A nice connection there.
So Hopkins will start off again. Great pass over the top to find Costa from Hampton. Back here to Webb. Er's working nicely there with Hampton. They're finding a way through.
So
has to get this one.
Yeah, Liam Platt having to go back to the transverse line as nothing has been opened. The defensive pressure there from New South Wales is pretty good. So Liam will have a shot at goal and we'll get another chance as Blundell will stand out of play. And ACT get another one on the scoreboard.
Joe Miller into the game at wing attack, replacing Liam Focadilla.
Yeah, look, and they lose nothing in terms of speed and accuracy. So Joe Miller is an exceptional player as well.
So Mobilia looks for Lee under the post. He'll get his first goal. Eugene Lee against WA, 24 from 29 attempts. Very handy. Replacement is just a messy sort of situation for ACT there.
Yeah. So Miller picking up that loose ball there. The first one to it. Zach Mobilia and Vanderveld move down court. Blundell helps out on that transverse line. Lee and a nice pass there into Bryce.
Good hold from Bryce. New South Wales will start again. 31-11. the part where they dominated against WA. They got 21-7 in the second quarter.
New South Wales?
New South Wales against WA.
Oh, wow.
And they got 23-11 in the last quarter. So,
look, the New South Wales outfit is looking pretty good for this Nationals. Yeah, I there's probably one game I'm very much looking forward to, and that's New South Wales versus Victoria, because I think those two teams are really well matched in terms of experience, internationals.
Good hold there from Platt. He finishes that one 12-32. That's not the time, that's the score.
No, so currently blowing out to a 20-goal deficit for ACT, with only 4.5 minutes left in this second quarter. So Fergus Gray is looking to enter the court. Fergus Gray had just a few minutes last night against South Australia, but came off pretty quickly into the game as he twisted his ankle. So he's looking good today. So
he's definitely been warming up like he's okay over there too.
Yeah, so we'll see how he goes on court against Bryce.
So a one-out opportunity for ACT. Platt from directly in front gets it to go. He needed that one.
Yeah, and he'll give himself a clap there.
As you should.
Eugene Lee into Zach Mobilia.
Oh,
somehow just keeps that one in.
Jeez. The place. Oh.
So he's just landed on a ACT player's foot. So you do have to give space to the attacker. But sometimes an umpire will call that differently. They'll call that for contact, defensive contact. So
Hampton has to work around with Webb. Costa really hasn't fired a shot at the moment. Not sure if that's
and covered well by Vandervels.
If that's a feeding thing or if that's New South Wales doing really well in keeping Costa out of space to be dangerous.
A bit of both, actually.
Good work through Miller. Finds Lee on the opposite pocket. And Lee will score. As it goes New South Wales ball. 35-13 the score. Good work by Gray to get up and over.
So
but he's been given contact.
Yeah, Fergus Gray with the contacts. And Eugene Lee will take that shot.
Don't know what more Gray had to do there, to be perfectly honest.
Yeah, the umpire's seen something there, and has called it.
So Costa working
Hopkins
together.
with Archie Webb. Ball just falls out of court. Hampton will take the throw in. Hampton's moved into that wing and looking to connect with Platt. And both Nick Hampton and Liam Platt play state league together for Arrowang. So there is that already established connection there between them. And Nick's probably just thought, Liam's eyes are up waiting for that ball. And unfortunately, they were looking down. So
I thought that was actually a really good ball to throw. But different at the wrong time. As Costa got a hand on that one. Miller. Vanderveld, the pace on the ball here from New South Wales. As they're working through. Mobilia still in there. Bryce with a nice catch and release under the post. 37-13. That's 20 goals in the quarter for New South Wales, and we've still got 100 seconds left.
Yeah, so this is a pretty dominant display here from New South Wales in this quarter.
So they got 21-7 in the first game.
And Stephen Bryce is doing all the damage. Unfortunately, it is. So he does this. Fergus Gray does this quite a lot in state league. He does get pinged for that, but he's able to get up high enough to tip it out. But if it is on a downward trajectory, or if he touches the ring, then he'll be called for that, and it would be a penalty.
So Hampton at the transverse line. Platt has to go out and get it. He's got Nikolic for company. Hopkins. They're working well. Hampton again. So it's going to be Platt. Step in from range. Doesn't want to go Hopkins. Mobilia called for offside. 37 seconds left. Costa. Leave it for Hampton. Gets it to go though, does Costa.
Yeah. A nice shot there from Denzel Costa. Miller into Lee. And a big pass over two defenders into Bryce, and Fergus Gray has a crack at it.
Oh, good leap there, but it was to go over the top. And the ACT will walk this one up, and that ends a very dominant display in the second quarter from New South Wales. 39-14 the score at the half. It was 17-8 they led at quarter time. 22 goals they scored in that quarter.
The Get Active Victoria app is an easy way to step into everyday activity with videos on yoga, dance, low impact and more. Set your own goals today.
Sally is your local netball administrator. She receives daily messages from her umpires on her phone and Facebook. Mary just messaged, and Craig, Sam and Jane. Struggling with managing umpire rosters like Sally? The Time Umpire software allows you to take com.au.
Welcome to TLC Health Clubs. With gym equipment of the highest quality, exhilarating workouts and world-class coaching, we'll help you reach your fitness goals. There's also a pool and sauna for whenever you want to dive in or sweat it out. Join today and live your best life with TLC.
As we welcome you back, you can hear the ACT cheer squad getting involved to try and get their team up and going. 39-14 the score at the half. As we've got changes plenty here at Court 2. It is the men's open competition. Michael Van Dorsen, Will Dredge with you. It is ACT New South Wales. And we're going to see ACT start us off in the second half.
Yeah, so we do see that Hosey has taken a seat, and Nathan Hampton have taken a seat as well on the bench, which brings Lockie Paulo into that wing attack position. So Liam Platt here with the shot. We do have a contact there from Welmer. So Jason Welmer has entered the court there in the goalkeeper bid. So that's one of the changes for New South Wales. Joe Miller's moved back down into the centre, and Mobilia looks like they've had a swap there. He's moved into the wing attack. And Anton Stahiski has moved into the goal shooter. So lots of changes here for both teams as we move into the third quarter. And we do have a bib on court, so I do wonder if one of the umpires has seen that, or if it's...
That's from Archie Webb, I believe.
Is it?
Yep.
Yeah.
Doesn't have it on his back. Golgala is back in at goalkeeper as well for the Griffins.
Yes. So Chris Golgala, his height is probably... and then Anton Stahiski picks that one up.
And they get that quickly fixed up as Paolo. He's at the top of the circle.
Yep.
Platt. Some great movement by Platt. Great work there. He's got the first two goals of the third quarter. That's a good start.
Yeah, it's a very good start for ACT and their centre pass. So covered very well there by Joe Miller, but it does pull the contact on Hopkins. Passed off over to Lockie Paulo. And Denzel Costa will have another shot at goal.
That is a great hold.
Yeah.
Even better goal from mid-range. It would have been super shot range, I reckon, for the in the Suncorp Super Netball. That was huge there from Costa. Villiers working in Lee. Front. Good work by Gagola, not to infringe, but Lee got it back after some good work.
Yeah,
Held ball.
Chris Gagola just did a great job there, just hedging and creating doubts in that attack in those two shooters. So Eugene Lee and Anton just taking a little bit just to settle in. Chris Gagola will take the sideline throw in, trying to link up with Archie Webb.
Throws it to space in the end, and it actually helps him out.
It actually does. So Chris is obviously passed it into space of where he wants Archie Webb to move into. So,
well, worst case scenario, if you need to get it into a spot, then definitely throw it to space.
Yep.
You're supposed to be there.
Yeah.
Archie.
So yeah, really struggling here, ACT, to get it over that centre circle. And get it into the attacking third for ACT. And as we see here, just an error from Liam Platt. Just unable to keep that ball in.
Mobilia gets it on the transverse line. Stahiski. Van der Veld. Lee. Over the top. Can they find it through? Lee does get to the front position. Mobilia, though, on the opposite one. Lee with a lovely pirouette.
Yeah, lovely pirouette and a split, which gets him closer to the post. So
and gets him an 8.5 from the Russian judge.
Yes. I'll give him a 9.5. Because I'll tell you what, I can't do that.
I don't think I could either.
So Van der Veld will stand out of play here, just for a contact call, and Costa looking into Platt, but not an option just yet. So
Platt's going the same spot as Costa there, which is probably not great.
Driving the same lines, and this is where the disconnect has happened.
I wouldn't be surprised if if Simons goes to the bench here as well. And has a look and see what shooting options they can use.
Absolutely.
I think Platt's done really well, but I think there's just a couple of things at the moment that he's just finding probably the game a little bit quick for him at this point.
Yeah, and I also think it's the ball supply into him as well. There hasn't been the great passes. There was a few at the start of this quarter, but I think it's more so ball supply and the feeding into the shooters. So Stahiski on one leg there. He'll have a crack at goal now with Chris Gagala pouring.
And it worked.
Pouring at him.
17:40 the score. Saying the 17 first because ACT get the opportunity to go forward. Costa plays baseline, flicks it back. Vanderveld the first one there. As New South Wales work their way down, Blundell. Platt goes off and see Hampton going into goal shooter. There's Lee. Wow, Webb tried his hardest there.
Yeah. It's a nice shot there from Eugene Lee. So Mobilia with the ball. Just looking for an option. A nice pass over. Swing for into Miller. And a nice 1-2 there.
Stahisky though, just too big, too strong.
Yeah. So Mays looks like he's going to enter the court again. We hear a loud booming Archie. So Nathan Masengard takes the court on with the goal defense bid.
Didn't need the microphone to pick that one up, I don't think.
Nope.
Could hear him back in the ACT the way he shouted that one.
So Nick Hampton's out of the circle at the moment. So just trying to help out with trying to bring that ball closer to circle edge. And Lockie Paolo does pull a contact there on Joe Miller.
Costa gets the goal to go. 18-42, 42-18, New South Wales way. As Hopkins hits the deck, and we're going to probably see the cloths come out to give that one a bit of a rub down at some point.
Yeah, so, and Mays, just as you were talking, just flicked the ball out, so Mays already having an impact in that defence end.
I must admit, it was a bit of a surprise when they took him out of the game, because I actually thought he was holding his own quite well in there.
Yeah, same. I thought he was having a good impact.
Stahisky gets that to go.
Yeah, so it's good to see that he's returned to the court.
Carlo looking for options. It's a long 3 seconds. Hampton out of the circle. Oh, that is a great read there by Welmer.
Yeah.
As
Read that like a book.
Hopkins takes a break. And we're going to see another person down in that middle section of the court.
Zach Mobilia takes a fall. And Joe Miller doesn't like the attention that's been paid to him by Hosey, so...
So Hiskey gets a hug from Godola.
Yeah, Gagala, so...
We're going to hold time and we're going to look for a clean...
Yeah, so get the team managers on or get someone on quickly and over and done with.
That's exactly right. Need some floor wipers. There's that option too.
Yeah. I used to do it back in the day for the Queensland Firebirds. So...
Tell you what, the game on court 1 at the moment is very interesting as well. Victoria leading 31-29 only.
Yeah, and I'm just trying to think to myself at their quarter time, I thought the score was not as close as that. So it looks like Western Australia are pulling back against the Victorians, I think.
Stahisky can't get that to go. Well, it's going to be Gogala.
Yeah, so
Mazengreb.
Just being patient with that. With a tip there from Zach Mobilia.
So we hold time again. Working their way through. Red like a book, Vanderveld. He thought he didn't touch it last, but he did, according to the umpire. Look at this courtside action here at the State Netball Hockey Centre in Parkville, Melbourne. Stahisky is the recipient there of a nice little deflection from Mobilia. It's going to be an ACT ball. 45-18 to score, New South Wales. Amazing grab. Falling out of court. Almost seeing our scorers in front of us.
Yeah, so not the right choice of pass there into Masengard. So ACT will be very disappointed with that one.
Lee, Mobilia. And they're working their way around. Miller's involved there as well.
So Anton very strong on that baseline against Chris Pagala. We see Dylan Nexip entering the court for the first time in this game in wing defence.
I think goal defence.
Goal defence.
So I think Blundell's going to take a spell. He's done a fair amount of work already. Hampton steps in.
Yeah, steps into Welma. Probably not the best idea there. Going backwards to go forwards, looking for some options. So an obstruction call there from Zach Mobilia. And a tip there from Joe Miller, which Zach Mobilia will get the crumbs.
Blundell, Miller. Great work, Mobilia. Again, his next tip does come in at the goal defence. Marty Blundell
takes a rest.
Takes a break. Got another one to go. We'll see Nexip's sort of first foray into this game. Costa with a couple of touches. Great work to Paolo. Costa. Hampton hasn't even fired off a shot yet, I don't think, Hampton.
No,
since being in that goal shooter bib.
Yeah, so he's almost acting, almost being the third feeder, and Costa being the main scorer there. So a very interesting. So Dylan's just come down.
Lock the feet around as Hampton's shot doesn't go.
So we're just going to call time here. There's a contact from Nick Hampton, so it will be advanced up to that transverse line. So just a brain fade there from Nick Hampton. He might want to just cool it a little bit.
This ball's been thrown away by New South Wales. They're out by 29.
Glad you can count.
That's all right. 47 plus. Hampton falling out of court. We'll get to that one instead.
He'll be happy with that one.
28 goals the margin. Lee, circle edge. Stahiski gets it just inside. Miller just worked to 48 to 49 would be 30 and then take the one off. So.
And that's the end of your TED Talk, your maths lesson?
Yep, there we go. Math done.
I feel so smart.
That's all right. You're welcome.
Anton Stahiski misses his first one, but he does get the rebound, so who cares if he misses the first one? He's got the rebound.
So it's 48-19, just to confirm, as this one will be going to the ACT.
So Joe Miller is having a bit of an impact there on the middies. Has been giving Posey and Polo a lot of attention as in that attacking end. So
Costa gets it to go over the top of Welma.
And Villier there with the centre pass receive. And a nice pass from Eugene Lee into Anton Stahiski. Just a contact call there for Chris Gagala.
Marzengard can't do anything about this. Stahiski will get that to go. 49-20 the score.
Posey here with a centre pass.
Had to go back though, which means New South Wales doing a really good job at the transverse line trying to make sure they get the stop.
Absolutely, and just have a look at where all the New South Wales players are. They're clogging that middle channel there, so that's obviously a play or a structure that's New South Wales. Okay, so it's getting a little bit feisty down there.
Very much so.
So Nexip has been on the court for a couple of minutes and getting into the action.
As you'd expect.
Yep.
Trying to just take space as Hampton comes out to get it. There's Welma.
Yeah, picked up by Welma. New South Wales will transition down court. As easy as you like.
As Lee gets that to a mid-range area. We'll get it to go. Held ball.
Ooh.
That was one of the quickest ones I've seen today.
Yeah, I'm not sure about that one. So
you're right, though. It has just got really messy, but for a game that has been so clean.
Yeah. And these two teams do often play together. Some of these players also play in the New South Wales M League as well. So, there's lots of players here who are well adverse to each other and know how they play. So, whilst it does seem a bit feisty and a little bit of push and shove, I know that a lot of these players are good friends. So, it's good to see.
What happens on the court stays on the court.
Absolutely.
As Hampton, as you said, turning into that sort of third feeder at the moment. Costa really having to do a lot of the work in the goal circle, because that's a contact call on Welmer.
Yeah, so
Costa gets it to go.
Yep.
20-50. There's Lee.
To Miller.
Works in with Miller nicely. Stahiski.
So ACT calling for a replay ball, but not what the umpire saw.
That was a beautiful shot. 14 seconds. Can the ACT find one more?
6 seconds, and sprayed over the sideline there.
So New South Wales can't get that to go. 50-21, the score after 3. I was looking over at the other game and they were high-fiving each other. I was thinking, hang on, we've got one more quarter to go.
Yeah, another one to go.
Unbelievable. So
The Get Active Victoria app is an easy way to step into everyday activity with videos on yoga, dance, low impact and more. Set your own goals and track your progress. Victoria app today.
Sally is your local netball administrator. She receives daily messages from her umpires on her phone and Facebook. Mary just messaged, and Craig, Sam and Jane. Struggling with managing umpire rosters like Sally? The Time Umpire software allows you to take control with ease. Check out timeumpire.com.au.
Hi, I'm Paul, General Manager at Strapdoor. Here at Strapdoor, we're committed to providing high-quality sports tapes that keep up with the demands of athletes around Australia without breaking the bank. Every roll of tape we produce meets stringent quality standards, ensuring all athletes can perform at their best with reliable support and peak flexibility. And because we believe in the value of our products, we're offering an exclusive 30% discount offer for sporting clubs. It's the perfect time to experience the difference Strapdoor can make. Follow us on our socials for the latest offers and updates. We're here to support all athletes and clubs' journeys. Join our community and elevate your game.
welcome back to the Under Championships live from Parkville in Melbourne. It is ACT taking on New South Wales. It's men's open competition, and it is New South Wales by 50 goals to 21. A very interesting game, this one. Will Dredge, Michael Van Dorsen in commentary with you. And Will, it's been a dominant performance from the New South Wales side. I think that's probably the nicest thing to say at this point.
Yeah, absolutely. Like, we knew New South Wales would come out with such good... and as I was speaking, Mays gets an intercept there, and he'll bring that down court. But as I was about to say, we knew New South Wales would come out with such good intent. They've got a lot of great players on the court, and so do we as well. And I think the most important thing is, the scoreline does matter, but ACT would have come into this game with a lot of goals that they would like, micro goals that they would like to follow up on, and things that they would like to achieve here at Nationals. So despite the scoreline, there will be lots of things that ACT will be able to celebrate
As we have a look at the changes at three-quarter time, and I noticed there's a few magnets being thrown around by the ACT side, mostly with Costa going into goal shooter, Hampton out to goal attack.
Yeah.
And I think that's Hopkins in at wing attack as well.
Yeah, so we've seen Hopkins in that centre with that centre bib for a bit. Just as Nick Hampton just gets a bit of a stinger on his right foot. It just landed awkwardly before. Miller.
No real changes. No changes actually at all for New South Wales.
No, and we do see Fergus Gray enter the court. So it'd be good to see how Mazengarb and Gray connect in that defence end.
It's a fair screen put on there. Hopkins gets the ball off his head.
Yeah, balances it. And
as Welmer was able to read that one. Vanderveld's played a huge game in wing defence for New South Wales. The whole way through he's been playing. He's had multiple opportunities, or multiple opponents, I should say. And he's still out there flying around like it was the opening minutes.
Yeah, so they look very fit and strong, those New South Wales boys. So they've obviously put a lot of effort into conditioning to get themselves ready for nationals. As we see Stahiski with another one.
Stahiski gets that to go. Let's see. I'll probably throw you under the bus, but what's he up to at the moment?
So he's currently sitting at 10. 10, Eugene Lee is 8. So, a good sharing there between Stahiski and Eugene Lee. So
Mazengarb with a nice little tip there. They're off ACT. Can they get this working for them? Hampton.
So Maze has been really good for ACT. So it created a lot of opportunities there. And has been a reliable option on that transverse line as well.
As you just saw.
So you can see that New South Wales are just clogging that middle channel, as I said before. And it's got a bib that's gone flying.
Costa lost his goal shooter bib, the front one.
So I tell you what, if it was me, I'd take as long as I could to put that bib on. So I could have a bit of a breather.
For sure.
So we have an offside call here from Vanderveld. So ACT ball. And a stepping call.
As Mobilia was coming off and he was about to receive a pass too. But anyway, Focadilla's on for him.
Yep. So they lose absolutely nothing there with Mobilia coming off the court and Focadilla coming on.
So an ACT ball. 52-24 the score. Hampton trying to direct traffic when he gets the ball. Hopkins draws a crowd. There's an advantage called there. Just over commits on the pass. Focadilla very quickly over the ball. Miller. Lee outside. Gray.
So if
contact.
Got a grabbing. Maze has just grabbed onto Eugene Lee and an obstruction call there. So Eugene Lee will miss that one, but Stahiski will get the rebound. And New South Wales centre pass. Miller into Focadilla. And Maze almost had a touch to that. So, but he will stand out of play for obstruction. And Stahiski will finish that off for New South Wales. So New South Wales out to 54. So currently in the lead by 30. ACT on 24. And almost 10 minutes left in this game.
They did win the game against WA 73-39, and they scored 23-11 in the fourth quarter as well, New South Wales.
So it looks like New South Wales obviously don't take the foot off the pedal. So ACT will want to stem this, but that's obviously not going to help.
Not at all. It's Nexip, Focadilla and Nexip working together, and then Lee gets involved. Miller is looking for the ball. We'll get it from Nexip at the transverse line. Lee. Again, there's a contact call.
So Fergus Gray will stand out of play as Eugene Lee will have a shot at goal.
As we hold time.
It's tipped out and the ball's entered the other game, the Victoria versus Western Australia game.
And Victoria's up by 9 on that one as well.
Yeah, so another good
New South Wales-Victoria game that you referred to a little bit earlier is going to be absolutely fascinating
Yeah,
in a couple of days.
Yeah, I need to have a look to see when they're playing next. But
I'll let you deal with it. I'll let you look at that.
I'll do my research.
I'll call the fight, you call it. We'll figure out where we're going next as Stahisky comes out to get this one. Lee, both goals out of the circle, although we're going to see an obstruction. A long way off the ball. This will go through to Lee. Lee from mid-range. Can he get it to go? He passes into Stahisky. Amazing grab, just gets contacted, or does the contacting. Stahisky will finish it.
I think Mazengarb has done a really good job since he's come back onto the court. He's created lots of tips. He's creating a lot of doubt there in the New South Wales shooters. It's just not enough, though, to overcome the New South Wales powerhouse.
Welmer, with 2 jumps at it, couldn't put Costa off.
No. And so it looks like we've got a match tomorrow. Open men's New South Wales versus Victoria, 7:20.
7:20. Prime time.
On court 1.
Of course, it's prime time. That's
So if you
tomorrow.
want to be anywhere tomorrow, it would be court 1 at 7:15 to watch the 7:20 start for New South Wales versus Victoria. I think that's going to be a brilliant game.
Funnily enough, I'm calling it too.
There you go. Well, you're in for
I'm in for a ripper.
Yeah.
What are you doing? You want to come and help? Or you? Oh no, apparently you're on court 2 again.
Look, I did say to the organisers I'd like to have tomorrow night off so I can go out for dinner, but my arm might be twisted.
Yeah. So Van der Veld, they're working their way through. That was just some crisp ball movement. Lee jumps into that like a kid in a puddle.
Yeah.
The way he got into that one.
So good. A kid in a puddle.
I was trying to think of how to go with it. A 6-year-old. There we go. We'll go with a 6-year-old into a puddle. Just did it so delicately.
Yep.
New South Wales up to 59.
Yeah, so the foot's gone down for New South Wales.
Just the indecision from ACT, it's not helping their cause in any way, shape or form. They're having to look 2-3 times before they pass it.
Yeah, ACT have been getting caught flat-footed, so they need they need to have multiple options to the ball. But what I do like is that they're willing to pass it around and not afraid to give it a crack. I mean, I can't imagine going up against some of these players. It would be quite intimidating. New South Wales is a very good outfit, so the fact that the ACT boys have not given up is a massive kudos to them.
Nick Hampton getting rather frustrated with his front line there in that regard. That was another one for Stahisky.
Yeah.
There's the 60, the magical 60 mark.
Yeah. So
we've still got 6.5 to go.
Yeah, it is blowing out here for ACT.
As Stahisky gets this one on the edge of the circle. Fokadilla works in with Lee. Kagola.
Yeah, Chris Kagala and Nathan Mazengarb are doing a great job down there, but it's just not enough. So Archie Webb will take the court with that wing defence bid. So Jordan Earl will have a well-deserved rest as Archie Webb goes to link up against Liam Fokadilla.
It's quite a tall back three that the ACT are playing with at the moment.
Yeah, absolutely.
As Costa gets an opportunity. Welmer with a nice hold. Costa will get this one back.
Yeah, so Welmer will staying out of play. I'm loving the attention that both Hansen and Nexhip are giving each other. So I love those.
Just some nice body-on-body contact.
Yep, loving the little battles throughout the court.
We might see another change for ACT. Might as well see what's working in different combinations.
Yeah, so Jordan Earl thought that he was going to have a break. He was sorely mistaken. He's now joining the court in that centre bib as Nathan Hosey takes a seat. And he's straight into the action with the centre pass.
Footwork call
against
Tom Hopkins. As this one handed back from Hosey. Next up, we'll take it to Fokadilla. Miller.
Yeah, so
that pass from Fokadilla to Miller just exemplifies what you would have seen on the call. Like, just literally passed it straight to someone in pace.
And you know what? We're rehearsed. These boys have been playing with each other for many years, so they would know exactly where to pass that ball and know exactly what strength. Again, Eugene Leems landing on the foot of an ACT player. So
Stahisky did a good job in holding him up there.
Yep.
Has to go back to Webb. Mason Garb trying to work his way through. Webb trying to figure it out. Hampton calling for it. He's got it on the outer side. Can he get the long shot off? No, he won't. Oh, Costa misread that situation. We're going to see Germack come back in for New South Wales.
Yeah, so some changes here from New South Wales. Probably just to give all the players a bit of a run, but also to make sure that New South Wales finish strong. And it's a nice tip there from unlucky Chris Kagala. He had the tip. Unfortunately, his foot was out. So
Germack gets that to go.
And both Chris Kagala and Nathan Masengard are backing onto Anton Stahisky. So Fokadilla with the ball here. And he fakes it and he actually draws Chris Kagala.
Blundell's back on in goal defence too for New South Wales.
Yeah, so it looks like they're finishing with both Vanderveld and Blundell in those defensive positions.
With Welmer in goal keep.
And you can see that if you have a look at Welmer at the moment, he's hunting.
I was going to say, you probably can't see it on the camera, but he's literally sitting there trying to guard two players. And with the wingspan he's got, he's probably able to do that too.
Yeah. He's having a look at having a crack, a fly at something. So
good work by Costa to try and get a nice couple of resets. Costa mid-range gets it to go. He's been ACT's best in my opinion, Costa.
Yeah, so Denzel has done an amazing job, and Denzel hasn't had the best pre-tournament that he would like. He's been suffering from some shin splints. I think it was shin splints, so he hasn't been able to train fully with the squad, and he's been on managed minutes in our state league as well. So for Costa to come out and to put on that performance, I take my hat off to him. He's done a really good job against some of the best defenders in Australia.
There's New South Wales, as you said, not putting the foot down. There's a footwork call goes against them. Webb. It's going to be a throw in ACT as that ball sneaks onto the Vic WA game. It sees Vic 54, WA 43. In that one, up to 11 goal margin. It's probably the largest it's been for some time, if not match high over there.
So Nick Hampton with a mid-range shot, and that one. He'll be quite happy with that one.
That's not bad there from Nick Hampton for all the work he's been doing off the ball.
Yep.
How many goals he got there?
Nick Hampton, I'll make sure that this is current though, but saying that Nick's got 4 goals.
Yep.
No, 5 goals.
5 goals now.
Yep.
As we enter the last 70 seconds of play. In this one, it's going to be a massive win for the New South Wales side over the Griffins. Vanderveld for mine, probably best on court though.
Yeah. And just a spray over the baseline, so ACT will get the ball and move down transition with the last 45 seconds of the game.
Who has been some of your better players?
Yeah, sorry, I didn't answer that before. I would probably say Fokadilla, when he's been on court, he's been amazing. He's done a lot of work in that mid-court. Nick Hampton, I would have liked to have seen him step up just a little bit. He has played that third mid-quarter at times, but you know it's because of the defence of New South Wales. So between Welmer and Vanderveld and Blundell, those three have really caused chaos there for the ACT shooters.
So this ball is going to be an ACT throw-in. 10 seconds to go as we hold time. 9.8 seconds to go, I should say, with time being held. We're going to finish early out of the 2 games on here because they've got 66 seconds to go.
Yep.
And they're going to try and get this in. Can they do it? No. Hopkins throws it over the baseline, and that will be time. So New South Wales get it 67-29.
Yeah, so New South Wales be quite happy with that win there. ACT, I think they played quite well, and as I mentioned before, there'd be a number of things that they'd be looking at achieving during the game. So, congratulations to New South Wales, and look, ACT, they've played really well, and I'm quite happy with their performance today. There are obviously some patches, which Kim Simons, the coach of the ACT Griffins, will be looking at trying to rectify. But overall, I think with the New South Wales outfit and how strong they are, I think ACT have done a good job tonight.
It has been a very good result for New South Wales in that one. They finished the fourth quarter was exactly the same as the first quarter, 17-8.
Yeah, so low scores there for ACT, and what we can see here is Stephen Bryce was the dominant shooter on court today with 28 goals. And then next, obviously, was Anton Starkowski. So Stephen Bryce did all the damage earlier on for the New South Wales. And then, obviously, they've put Anton Starkowski onto the court, and he just continued New South Wales' dominance on the court. So for ACT, Denzel Costa has been the dominant shooter on 13. So Nicholas Hampton getting 6. Shared across 9 from Liam Platt, and 1 from Lane Bradford. So, a good effort there from ACT.
Very much so, but we will finish it off and say a huge thank you to yourself, Will Dredge. Great to be calling with you today, and we look forward to hopefully a couple more games later on in the competition.
Absolutely. So thank you so much.
We've been watching the AMNA Championships here live from Parkville. You're enjoying that. It's the 2025